Terminal UIs are back, and they're beautiful. Not the janky N-curses apps of the 90s. We're talking 60 frames per second, CSS-like styling, mouse support, animations, data tables, modals, and apps that run in the browser directly from the terminal. 3 frameworks are driving this renaissance: Textual in Python, Bubble-T in Go, and Ratatui in Rust. Between them, they cover the full spectrum, from rapid prototyping with a Python script to single binary Go tools with stunning visuals to zero-overhead Rust apps running on constrained hardware. Developers are choosing the terminal again, not because they have to, but because TUI apps are fast, portable, SSH-friendly, and increasingly, genuinely beautiful. This is the state of TUI development in 2026, which framework wins, and when to use each one. The TUI renaissance isn't nostalgia. It's a reaction to real problems with modern GUI and web-based developer tooling. Browser-based dashboards require a browser. Electron apps are heavy. Native GUIs require platform-specific builds. SSH sessions can't show you a web app. Terminal apps, on the other hand, work anywhere a terminal works. They're lightweight, fast to start, and composable with the Unix pipeline. What changed in the last few years is that the quality bar rose dramatically. The old constraint was that building a good TUI meant fighting N-curses, low-level, painful, and ugly by default. The new frameworks abstract all of that. Textual gives you CSS theming in Python. Bubble-T gives you the Elm architecture in Go, with lip gloss for styling that produces genuinely beautiful output. Ratatui gives you an immediate mode layout engine in Rust, with charts, tables, gauges, and sparklines. The result is that developers who would have built a web dashboard 5 years ago are now building TUI apps, because for internal tools, monitoring dashboards, dev utilities, and interactive CLIs, a TUI is simply better. It's faster to build, easier to distribute, and doesn't require anyone to open a browser. Textual is the most ambitious of the 3. It's not a widget library. It's a full application framework built by the Textualize team, the same people behind Rich. The design philosophy is to bring GUI-level abstraction to the terminal. You build textual apps the way you'd build a React or PyQt app, compose widgets in a class-based layout, handle events with decorators, style everything with a CSS-like syntax that supports theming. The built-in widget library is comprehensive. Buttons, text inputs, data tables, tree views, tabs, modals, markdown rendering, scrollable containers, and more. Animations are smooth at 60 frames per second. Mouse support is first class. The most striking feature is Textual Serve. You can run any textual app in a web browser without changing a line of code. The framework handles the rendering translation. For teams that need both a terminal and browser interface from the same codebase, that's genuinely powerful. The trade-off is the Python runtime. Textual apps need Python installed, and distribution means either shipping a script with dependencies or using something like PyInstaller to bundle. Startup is slower than a compiled binary. For internal tools, data dashboards, and developer utilities at companies already using Python, those trade-offs are easy to accept. For anything that needs to ship as a fast single binary, you'll want Go or Rust. Bubble-T is the TUI framework from Charm, the Go studio that has produced some of the most visually impressive terminal tools in recent years: Glow, SoftServe, VHS, and others. Bubble-T is opinionated in the best way. It forces you to use the Elm architecture, the same model view update pattern used by the Elm language and influenced React's state management thinking. Your app state lives in a model struct. Every event produces a new model via an update function, pure, no side effects. Your view function takes the model and renders it to a string. That's the entire framework contract. The result is extremely predictable, testable code. You can replay any sequence of messages and get the exact same state. The Charm ecosystem makes Bubble-T shine visually. Lipgloss is the styling library. It gives you border styles, colors, padding, and layout in a CSS-like API. The Bubbles library provides ready-made components: lists, text inputs, spinners, progress bars, viewports, and tables. Glamour renders Markdown beautifully in the terminal. The combination produces apps that are genuinely striking to look at. Distribution is a single compiled binary. Cross-platform, no runtime needed. The Elm pattern can feel restrictive for very simple scripts, but for medium to large interactive applications, the architecture pays off. Ratatui is the maintained successor to TUIs, and takes a fundamentally different approach from the other two. It's not a framework. It's a widget and layout library. You own the event loop. You own the state. Ratatui gives you the rendering primitives and gets out of the way. The rendering model is immediate mode. Every frame, you call a draw function that re-renders the entire UI from scratch. This sounds expensive, but Ratatui uses a diffing algorithm to only push change cells to the terminal. The actual output is efficient. The layout engine is Flexbox inspired, using constraints, length, percentage, minimum, and maximum, to divide screen space into recs that you can then render widgets into. The widget library is strong. Block borders, paragraph text, list, table, chart with sparklines and bar charts, gauge, tabs, scroll bar, and a canvas widget for custom drawing with lines, circles, and shapes. For complex custom rendering, Canvas gives you pixel-level control. Ratatui pairs with Crossterm for cross-platform terminal control, handling input, raw mode, and alternative screen. The result is apps with zero runtime overhead, instant startup, and extremely small binary sizes. This is the right choice for system tools, embedded use cases, and anything where you want maximum control and minimum footprint. The choice between the three comes down to your language, your performance requirements, and how opinionated you want your architecture to be. If you're in Python and want to move fast, Textual. The widget library is the richest, the CSS-like styling is ergonomic, and the browser rendering capability is a genuine differentiator. For internal dashboards, data tools, and developer utilities at Python shops, it's the obvious choice. If you're in Go and care about clean architecture and beautiful output, Bubble Tea with lip gloss and bubbles. The Elm pattern produces maintainable code at scale. The Charm ecosystem gives you stunning visuals with minimal effort. Distribution as a single binary is a real advantage. If you're in Rust, or you need maximum performance and control, Ratatui. It's more work than the other two, but you get zero overhead, complete flexibility, and binary sizes that can run anywhere. For system tools, embedded contexts, and anything in a performance-critical path, there's no competition. A personal favorite in this space worth noting, Ratatui, which brings the full Jira project management interface to the terminal. It's a concrete example of where this ecosystem is going, taking interfaces that previously required a web browser and rebuilding them as first-class terminal applications. The terminal is having a moment. All three of these frameworks deserve to be on your radar. Links in the description.